Alright, and welcome to Let's Play Kirby Superstar on the Super Nintendo console. So here we have our intro. Kirby's, riding around on his Warp Star. Bam! Kirby Superstar. Oh yeah. And then just show some cutscenes about the game, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so you have 3 files you can start out with. I'm going to choose the empty one, obviously, because this is going to be a brand new run. It's going to be a 100% run, and we can move on. Alright, Kirby Superstar is based on 8 games. We've got Spring Breeze, Gourmet Race, Dynablade, Great Cave Offensive, Milky Way Wishes, and Revenge of Meta Knight. Those are, we haven't unlocked them yet. We have to play through the previous games that we have now. And then we have some little mini games, Megaton Punch and Samurai Kirby. I can get into those in later episodes. But right now we're going to start with the main game. It's the easiest one in the whole game. Spring Breeze. Help, all the food from Dreamland has been stolen. Hurry, Kirby, or everyone will starve. So that is our goal. We're going to choose a new game. Is this your first time playing? No. Shall I explain copy? Yes. It explains it anyway, so you can skip it, but whatever. This is for all those newbies out there. Hello, welcome to the beginner show. Have you mastered inhaling and flying? Let's learn how to use the copy function. Enemies attack in various ways. This enemy is called a waddle-doo. When Kirby inhales an enemy, push A to swallow. Really? A? You just push down. So you press Y, it inhales them, and then you can press down. You don't have to press A. I feel that's too, repetitive. So now I can blast a beam. Ooh. Pressing Y is just a beam, holding it down is a charge beam, running and dashing. Yeah. And there's fire and fireballs. And there's a rock. You can jump in the air and turn into a rock. That's about all that can do. Sword is a pretty good ability. It's kind of like Link-esque Kirby. I'm pretty much going to explain how every ability works in this game. Stage 1, Green Greens. Alright, so we start out, the first enemy is in fact a waddle-doo. We can inhale him and learn the beam ability. I've already, kind of explained it. You have the normal beam by pressing Y. You have a charged beam by holding it down. You have the dash, which does that. And you have a run jump dash, which does that, respectively. This is I think it's a Cappy, if I remember correctly. I'm not too keen on remembering the names of the enemies in Kirby, but if you press A, you can create a CPU, but I do not like to use them because the AI is pretty retarded. Here we have a cutter ability. Press Y, it throws some blades around. Dash and run, or dash and Y is that. It's pretty basic. When you're attacking an enemy, if it doesn't die right away, it'll do it'll start to do a certain attack, and then it'll go up in the air and then do a slash down. It's the famous move by the cutter ability. Should probably kept beam, but that's okay. Maybe he'll do it here. Or not. There it is. Boom. So we're going to ditch this. And we're going to get a new ability. Bomb. Bomb is a really powerful move. You just throw bombs. That's all you do, actually. But if you hold it down, you just press Y and then you're holding the bomb, and then you can gauge it of how far you want to throw it. So you can throw it like that. You can throw it really far. Here we have some food. Food regenerates Kirby's HP. Yes. Here we have another Waddle Doo. Nothing important, you just bomb him. Hit him. Okay, here we have these little star blocks. You can just destroy those by usually attacking them. Right here is a 1-up. Obviously a 1-up is a life. And in Kirby, you probably will never run out of him. Come through here, and if you need health, there's a little tomato down there. Head through the door, and now we're at a boss. We're at a Wispy Wood, I believe is the name. Just, you know, if you have the bomb ability, you can do that. If you have the beam ability, you can, you know, step back here and charge your shots up and shoot them. And if you have sword, you just stab him. I mean, it's not that hard. Right, so we've defeated the first area, or the first stage in Spring Breeze. There we go. Stage 2, Floating Isles. Floating Islands. Here we have Knuckle Joe. He's the fighter ability. You can press Y repeatedly, and it does these, you know, repetitive punches. If you run and dash, it does a kick. If you jump up, it does that. If you're curious yourself and you've just recently bought this game, or you've bought it because you've watched this, I don't know. See, this is why I don't like CPUs, because they're retarded. I only did that so I could get rid of him. You can press start and it shows you how the abilities work. So you can do this with every ability, but I think my explaining might be a little bit better. I don't know. I like explaining things thoroughly. Here's some head things. I don't remember what they're called. Let's take them out. Over here we have these star blocks. If you destroy them, there's a star door. Come down here and collect your prize, a 1-up. But don't get hit by those coconut-looking things, because it is a bomb. It's a trap. Let's see, let's get rid of you. It said, well, way to go, no, you didn't actually. Here we have the ice ability. If you hold down Y, he breathes. If you dash, kind of slips around and you can do that. Ooh, I dodged that. Here we have Invincible Star. Or Invincible Lollipop. Here's a little mini-boss. He also is the ability of Ice. So if you didn't get Ice ability back there, you can wait and suck him up and get it. If you run, dash, and jump in the air, you can do that. If you block is L and R. And it has a little ice casing around him. Now, before I get him, I'm going to get sword ability. I'll explain how sword works a little bit later. Oh, really? It disappeared? Oh, that's so lame. Alright, whatever. The little guy that was walking in the front line towards me, if you, use him, he has a one-time use ability. Oh, what just happened? He has a one-time use ability, and it's called Crash, and it can destroy these two in one hit. Just one use of it, and yeah. Sword is pretty basic to use. Have a stab by run and dash. You can stab down. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Like, nothing is really hard to master in this game. Not too bad. There's some abilities which are quite ridiculous, but, you know. What do you do? Okay, stage 3, Bubbly Clouds. There's 4 stages in Spring Breeze. Here we have sword abilities that you can get. Those cannons will be quite annoying, so you're gonna have to watch out for those. Here you have Cutter and that. That is a mirror ability, but I can get into that in a later episode, because the bosses and mini-bosses in this area are pretty easy to take out with sword. There we go. Grab the warp star and on you will be. Alright. This is a mic ability. I can get into that in a later episode as well. Destroy your way through some star blocks and get the one up. Here we have a annoying bomb. If you drop down here, if you really need health, there's a maximum tomato, but this guy respawns, and yeah, you're going to get hit. Okay, up here, we've got more cutters, and these are Paracel Waddle Doos, so you can get a Paracel ability from them until they drop it, then it's just a normal Waddle Doo. Up here we have rock abilities. Rock abilities are explained in the tutorial. This door leads to the boss, but I can show you a little secret. Go up here, fly up so you can't fly anymore, go up to the moon and press up, like you're going through a door, and you'll get taken to this little room, and you can fly down and collect all these, you know, foods and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. Here you can get a hammer ability, but I can explain how that works, so I'm not going to take the time to waste to battle him. Alright, Krakow. It's just as easy as Krakow Jr., the last one we fought. You know, just kind of do the same thing if you have a sword. Bombs, you just kind of throw bombs up there. There we go. I prefer to use sword on these bosses, because you can do it pretty fast, and I mess up sometimes, but this is the last stage, Mountain DDD. Da-da-da! Alright. So, we're on a warp star. Destroy Rocky. Now, you don't have to actually go to explore anything. Like, if you want, like, a new ability that might be hanging around here, you can go for it, but this door is basically it. That's all we have here. And we have King DDD. I think using a bomb or a sword on him will be quite easy. If you can do this, just keep doing this, you know, you'll be great. Or just bomb him, just constantly, like repeatedly, you know, throw them pretty far, and all of that. So anyway, we just defeated DDD, and he got launched out of his castle. We're dancing on a stage, and stars. Typical Kirby. I don't know why DDD's castle would have a, you know, inflatable Kirby thing in it, but, you know, whatever. But we just saved the people of Dreamland. Got all their food back. And after every little game that they have in this this actual whole cartridge, they show like little credits or something. So it's like little mini games in one game. That's why on the cover it says Kirby Superstar 8 games in 1. Yeah, they aren't kidding. There's also some unlockables, but I'll get into that later on. You can also press start to skip all of this, but you know, for these people that's never seen this before, I'll let them see it. Because it's got happy music. And Kirby's all happy. Next! Alright, cool. So after doing that, you know, you have a high score now, blah 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 blah. So we're coming up on the time limit. So next time on Kirby Superstar, we will be taking down the dreaded gourmet race. Plus more. Because the gourmet race will take, like, no time. So until next time, folks, keep watching out. Oh really, the mouse died again? Hate it when that happens. Okay, keep watching out.